trunk and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I got my... I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a... Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life and then the ape in. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that. You from the back of the... I got a girl, Brad. She go to battleship. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And this will be a touchback as that sails. Over the end line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 47 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34. Wilson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
19.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Right, move the team. 18. 14. Hey, over here.
On 2nd down, Wilson dumps that off to Penny as running back. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
14.
Penny, the first down carry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Santos with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that.
The ball comes out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. He got it stripped, but you can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Run left.
On second down, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And that's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Gone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this out past the 25. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Flushed out right. And it is incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And his pass incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. With 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it second down. They go play action with Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Look for signals. Gotta go. Stay at home. 14.
To throw is Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Here's Penny. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They go play action now. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lucas. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 40 yards. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And it's now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Bengals. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
14. Gun.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Gotta go.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
14. Good, 4 down. Gotta go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds Beckham complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Good. Don't take forever, okay?
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. They'll throw now on the final play. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Gotta go. There. 12.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Flashed the stick skills on that run, but then stopped shy of the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Back to throw now on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. In for the score. And the Saints are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Lockett the return. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now Rashad Penny fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And now it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up, second and 10.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. They'll set up a throw. He gives it to Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Thomas barreling ahead. That's caught. It's Thomas. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there, taking it in. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Lockett the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bush. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Gun. 14. 14, run it.
Now Wilson on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-armed throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Off with the play fake. Here's Wilson. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll hand it off to Bush. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Tempo. 14. 19. 14.
To throw is Wilson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Sheldon Rankins in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack.
19.
It's 3rd and long here.
Gotta go. Let's go, 14. Bam.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. Around the NFL fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. And looks like the Bengals starting to pull away in that one. A win would be their first of the young season. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Well, he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll set up to throw. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. Back to throw. And Thomas has it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Here we go. Gone.
He'll look to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now set to take over on offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny, and they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. I'm too on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift. I'm a boy, so what? And I'm a gangster. And you a what? Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like punchlines. Nothing, need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count. Cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now.